Skyhold. So nice to see you there, crouching in the bushes. Interesting stance. All right. Let's check the war table here, see if anything's finished up that we can retrieve. Reports. Cullen, come in here, take your shirt off, and give me the report. Sorry, what? No, I just said come in and give me the report. What did you hear? All right. Our influence is spreading throughout the land in many tiny little sharp dagger points. Good, good. Continue investigation. A letter to Leliana with information on the Orlesian. She and the elf are the two members of the Bells who practice magic. She has on occasion purchased exotic dragon-related ingredients from the Talvashoth, although it is unclear whether the Talvashoth gets them through hunting or smuggling. All information about the 5 Bells of Hunterfell has come back negative. The Talvashoth is not the bard, the elf is not the Mortalitasi, and the dwarf is not the smuggler. And an addendum, we have learned that the Ferelden is the Venatori agent. But unless we can link her to a specific background quickly, we will lose this lead. We must remove the target immediately to stop Duke Tithus from falling prey to Venatori interests. Well, that all sounds rather desperate. So this one, as you can see, takes quite a bit longer than any we've done so far. 19 hours of real time at the shortest, it appears.
Have you heard anything?
Not yet. I'll let you know as soon as I do.
So I'm not sure what we're telling. I haven't been keeping good enough track of this. It looks like I get to choose, take down the Mortalitasi, take down the smuggler, eliminate the bard. I haven't really been keeping track. I'm going to go with Leliana just because it's shorter, and I like spy work. Let's try that.
Let's see what we have.
Though there should probably be a little more thought put into it than my early morning lack of coffee. All right, choosing a successor in Lides. Ambassador Montelier. I am, of course, pleased to aid the Inquisition in its holy endeavor. My wife, Carolina, has recently been taken by a religious fervor and has declared her intention to live the rest of her life in a small chantry near the Arbor Wilds, where she will have the solitude necessary to live her life of spiritual reflection and repentance. As such, I have sold most of her gowns and jewelry and am pleased to make the resulting funds my gift to the Inquisition. You allowed your wife, throughout the course of your relationship, to only spend 82 gold coins on her gowns and jewelry. All right. In my opinion, that's 1 necklace and 2 dresses, but all right. I guess that's all you really need. What do we have over in Ferelden here? Find Crestwood's mayor. Note to Skyhold's gate guards. I hear the mayor of Crestwood's been found. When he comes in, stick him. Yes, stick him in the holding cells and let him stew there until we make a stew out of him. Gayoler Blythe. It's the first time I'm seeing that name. All right. Good morning there. Welcome, welcome. Alright, so I'm wondering if that one will actually activate another throne room sequence, like a judgment. That was the mayor that had previously, we learned, drowned half of the plagued city of Crestwood. In his fear. Alright, what is this? To serve any master. Here's an interesting thing. Among the various things we found at Caer Bronach that belonged to its former mercenary inhabitants was a journal, and in it I found mention of several high-placed clerks in the Imperial Counting House who are, shall we say, known for their loose tongues. Oh, sorry, I'll tighten my tongue up there. They sell what they know to mercenaries seeking to outbid others for work. But should we dispatch agents to speak with them, it would take very little pressure to have them work exclusively for us. The agents would need to remain to watch over our new friends, but I've been trying to place eyes on these positions for years. Alright, so this is purely a political thing. 38 minutes. Yeah, go for it. Secure some mercenaries for us. Alright, so that just leaves Cullen. Let's have him do this. A 57-minute sweep of Fade Rifts to eliminate some demons. Just general improved stability. That sounds great. You could do it politically by asking the local nobility, but Josephine is busy.
All right.
There we are. Okay, all caught up on the war table. Let's see if there is a throne room. Well, there's definitely a throne room, but let's see if there's a cutscene in it. Jump for joy. It's very important. I'm just pressing buttons. Makes me wonder if she has something to say. Let's check
And
in.
what else did Lady foresee?
Yes, there is a cutscene
That
here.
she'd rather drown herself
I
than help
knew
the
it.
Inquisition.
Anything else?
She said she'd have us flogged alive if we allied with her brother.
That does sound like her.
Be weird to
Cheer up,
flog
Daisy.
someone
We at least
while
had
they
her
were dead.
attention.
That
You always do find
flogged
the
alive
other
seems the
things.
typical way.
We are in the midst of
Flayed alive. Now that would suck.
Of Nevada, your worship. It's become a somewhat delicate task.
Can I help? You know me, I am rather delicate.
Can I do anything to help negotiations?
Thank you, but I believe I have matters in hand. I dissuaded her from sending soldiers when she learned we'd struck an accord with a brother she's feuding with. Lady Forsythia simply employs a colorful manner of speech.
Ah, a lot of sailor talk, eh? Oh, I understand.
Dealing with so many demanding, strong-willed people can't be easy.
It's no less intense than my days at court, Inquisitor, I assure you. But I confess I do miss my staff from the embassy in Antiva. It was always useful to discuss the day's visitors with them.
Oh, please, yes. Tell me more. And that is an awful lot of gold satin. It's fantastic. How much do you
I have
suppose
time.
that's
If you'd like to review things.
that's worth of gold satin?
I
About
wouldn't wish to
82
impose.
gold pieces, I
If
would
it
say.
were imposing, I wouldn't have offered.
Well, I admit there are a few potential alliances it would be good to discuss. Right on the parlor floor, in front of everyone at the soiree. Who does such a thing in front of their guests?
The Duke of Kellington, apparently.
And then there's Cole's lurking. It frightens our guests half to death. Lord Gennard still won't respond to our letters. And Sarah, can she not find a single overshirt with that mustard stains on it? Then there's Dorian.
How
The
is she
man
supposed to know
refuses
it's her
do
shirt
anything serious
if there's
without
no
his
mustard
sister's
stain?
whim. Not to mention... Oh goodness. Have we been here an hour already?
That happens when you come into my chambers. Time just...
It went by so quickly, I didn't even notice.
You're far too polite. I didn't intend to go on for so long. You must think me quite the gossip.
Oh, I do. I think you're quite the gossip.
No one else here has your experience, Josephine. Or your stories.
I'll try to curtail their length next time. But I leave feeling less troubled than I have in weeks.
Then this was a success. Take care of yourself, Josephine, because you are, after all, taking care of absolutely everyone else. Okay. Nice to see my Chambers again. Hello, Chambers. Goodbye, Chambers. This should pop us out right by the throne. The throne! Wake up, vocal cords. I like that. It's officially now designated Hair Friday. It's official. Alright, I am sitting in judgment. You two better watch out. These
Mayor
are my
Gregory
knees.
Jedrick of Crestwood
We'll slowly
is
pan
present
upward.
for betraying his own constituents. He confesses that 10 years ago, he flooded Old Crestwood to kill refugees and villagers touched by the blight. The mayor
What, he
claims
touched
it
the
was to
villagers
spare the
too?
rest of Crestwood,
Oh no,
but
the villagers
we
were
only
touched by the...
have his
I see.
word.
Okay, Mayor claims it was to spare the rest of Crestwood, but we only have his word. So, tell us your thought process before we skewer you. I mean,
The
boil
mayor
you
has
alive?
anything
I
to
don't
say
know
in his
yet.
defense, let him speak.
There's no cure for the blight. But I couldn't convince anyone to leave a sick child or husband behind.
So you herded the infected into one place and flooded Old Crestwood. Were no innocents caught in the waters?
Nearly everyone in the village had the blight. I swear it. Have mercy.
That's convenient.
I couldn't tell the survivors I'd drowned their own families to save them. I couldn't.
So I drowned them too. Acquired a Ferelden throne. Okay, that's weird. The best I can do is exile. I love that pawn shop response. That's great. Ferelden can lock him up. That's just like send him back to his people and let them deal with it. Or I can just quick and easy. Exile does not seem like enough for murdering many, many blighted people. I think he needs to go back to Ferelden and face justice. In my best estimation. I don't have the right to make that distinction, but yeah.
You committed
Ferelden
murder
can
on
lock him up.
Ferelden's soil. Let them deal with your punishment. Send him to Denerim. He can live the rest of his life behind their bars.
In prison? Maker. I should have drowned with them.
Yes. That's the point I'm getting at here. Alright. It looks like there might be another prisoner? Or is it just taking a moment? Maybe it's taking a moment. Because I can't, like, reset. Let's jump into the Undercroft and back, see if it fixes itself. Still stuck on sit in judgment. Strange. Let me switch it off to something else in the menu here. I would expect that to have completed. Maybe it's a skyhold? Not a skyhold task. Okay, I don't know what it is then. Or why it's hanging on there. I have 24 out of 30 power for that. That's interesting. The other one is in the western approach, which I believe is where another keep is hiding. Alright, that's finally gone. So let me run back to the war table briefly. Let's see if we can open that keep. I think we have plenty of power. We'll build back up to 30. investigate the western approach. Commander Cullen, our scouts confirmed the Inquisitor's report. A large force of Grey Wardens.
No trouble with the undead.
After what happened,
Sorry, Liliana.
it'll take time for the
Sorry,
village to
Cullen.
recover.
A force of Grey Wardens has moved into the western approach. We need to establish a foothold out there immediately. Immediately. Go, Cullen. Go now. Quick march before I spank your little... oh, never mind. Our scouts confirmed the Inquisitor's report. A large force... Yes, we read that. Okay. Venture forth to the western approach. All right. Dorian, you're coming with me. Cole, how's it going? Iron Bull, what's happening, my friend? We'll start with them at least. I'll check the map. There might be some of those, companion-specific quests in the western approach, but we'll get our bearings first. I am so hoping that everyone's Friday is a success out there. It feels like it has been 6 to 7 months this week. An absolute nightmare every day so far. So I'm hoping for the best today. The tide has got to turn eventually. Though I do hope I'm taking some of the flogging. Flogged alive out there on your behalf. Everyone else's week has been great.
But no one's been close enough to figure out what they're doing. Between the sandstorms and the vicious wildlife, we haven't made it far out here. One of my men got too close to a poison hot spring and gave me a slightly delirious report of a high dragon flying overhead. In short, this might just be the worst place in the entire world. Be careful out there.
All right. I'm tempted to flirt with Harding because she's just such a lovely character. She's one of the absolute pillars of the Inquisition and never lets you down. But it just seems rude. It's like, no, leave her alone. Thank you for the warning.
Well, it's good to know what I'm in for.
Sorry I don't have more for you. We intercepted a Venatori messenger and, persuaded him to give up the orders he was carrying. We have them here. This entire place. It just feels like something
Covered in blood and tears. What happened with these?
Careful.
Okay, I'm apparently wearing something different. I thought I was wearing what Dorian is wearing, but we appear to have switched. Well, that's fine. Dorian looks rather good, and I have memory loss, so that's fine. Oh yes, I'm sorry. It does.
What is it?
This may be worthwhile.
Alright, gather Venatori messages. Good. Intercepted Venatori message. Octavian. With our allies, the Templars, redeploying and abandoning their mine in the canyons, we will now focus our efforts on the excavations and the summoning attempts. That doesn't sound good. Go have a word with our White Claw associates. There's so many jokes there. I'll be sending further resources your way. Service. Nice that his name is Service. Someone's left their pie and book face down in the sand. You know I don't appreciate you treating the literature this way. All right. Keep your hands for now. So, welcome to the Western Approach. Looks like I probably have a skill point to spend there. And let's see where the camps are in this area of the world. Nope, don't want to travel to it. Just want to see. There's another one way out there. And down there. Cool. So that is where we'll meet Hawk by the Western Approach Keep. There is some of that stuff for Blackwall, stuff for Vivian, stuff for Varric. How could I forget? Some easy nearby rifts. So yeah, I might want to switch out for like Blackwall, Varric, and Vivian at some point. I could do that now, while we're in camp. That is a chest, alright. I don't think I need either of those, thank you though. For now. So I'm just going to do a quick swap of the party. Let's have Varric, Blackwall, and Vivian. There we go. Like magic. Welcome. I guess I should give them a quick check, too. I haven't been using them as much, so they probably also have points to spend. Let's get that done. I've still been saving these in the hopes that I would find the things I need to get my Fade Magician, or Fade Rift Mage. That's it. Not Fade Mage. But it might, at this point, just be time to go ahead and spend them and get them out of the way. Additional focus for the party. That would be helpful and kind of me. I don't do things that are helpful and kind for others. That's crazy. I can't remember if we have this already. It looks like we need to learn it, so let's go ahead and do that. Passing through enemies hurts them and leaves them chilled, or you gain mana. Let's hurt them as we pass through. That will be perfect. Apply. Now we'll save one. Auto level up these guys. Just 1 point each. And a quick check of the gear. Make sure we're wearing the latest and greatest. I'm wearing this custom Chakratar we made. That's nice. 133. It does appear to be my best currently. Vivian is wearing an Orlesian Hennin for 11. No, that's her helmet only. 52 is her enchanter coat. So she could go up a bit. We have another enchanter coat at 68. Oh, that's kind of cool with the drape in the back of the sleeves. I like that a lot, actually. And the pattern of the green in there is so cool. I'm always wildly impressed with the costuming here. We have even more enchanter armors. Here, now we're really talking. This has a little collar up the back. That's nice. I guess they all do. I just haven't noticed. Okay, yeah, let's go highest. And I like that burgundy. Sure. Blackwall, what do you have? Vanguard Mail at 109. I can't even tell what he's wearing now. Strangely, is he not wearing any armor at all? Like, I don't see anything in his slot there, just to the left. That's weird. Okay. Sorry I've been leaving you naked, my friend. Have some Vanguard Mail. There's a treat for you. Don't get excited. And Varric. He's got the Carta coat. That is rather nice. He could get up to that, which has a fancy belt. This has a fancy sash. It's all good options when it comes to Varric. Fashionable man. I'm going to go Hunter Coat at 95. I like that sort of rustic desert look. Alright, we're ready. Saving. And let's mark this nearby rift here. Actually, let's just mark a logging stand. Okay. Let's mark this and see what it is. I'm guessing it's like an orachaculum? I'm forgetting the word. It's one of those things. One of those skulls. Sandpie. Is that my new nickname? Hello, Sandy Pie. What happened to Cutie? Oh, well, you've aged. See? You've aged out of Cutie. You're now more of a Sandy Pie. The sooner you accept that, the better. Oh, okay. Thank you for telling me. Alright, looking for shards. There's one. There's two. How many licks is it going to take? Very interesting statues off in the distance there. I sure hope those don't come alive. There it is. Right next to me. I wonder how one would get up there. Kinda looks like I would need to rebuild this bridge as maybe a war table or possibly a mage action. If we get up there, we can check. Does not look like there's any parkour path up there, however. But I'm checking this out just in case. Nope, too slippery. How many times do they have to teach me this lesson? Alright, seemingly nothing to grab up here. You can just barely see the tippy top of the fortress over there, over the ridge. Unless I'm imagining things. It is kind of a long ledge that side. I wonder if you might be able to go up that way? It's another possibility, at least. But let me check this ladder while we're on this side of the ridge. Just to make sure it's not like an energize action. I completely forgot to check my own armor. I was going to see if there was something a little more colorful for her, but this does blend with the desert well. Energize, perfect. It's a mage action. Not sure why some of the time you need to, like, go back to the war table and have Cullen send some men out to construct bridges like that. And some of the time you can just do it yourself. Someone was carrying 2 buckets. That's all I know. Alright, so we got that shard. Let's take care of this Fade Rift, if we're leveled up enough for it. If it's not going to beat us down. My ankles! Give it a quick save, just in case. Hello, demons. It's me. Alright, phase 2. Let me check something real quick. I might not be able to do that while we're in combat. Never mind. I'm going to check if I could see where the dispel power is. But we'll do it after. Oh, not going to make it. So close. Took it a second. Oh my gosh. I'm just now looking back to see the Notice Me Sandpie. Oh, you really got there in the end. I'm so proud. That's the best thing ever. Alright. Let's check this door. See if there's a claim. Ah, it looks like it must be on the other side. What a shame.
No good.
So
We'll have to
opened
find
by
another way.
some kind of mechanism. I guess we'll find out. Maybe it's just on the other side or something. Need to traverse a bit of desert first. Here's another shard. Finally having a chance to show off my magely power out here in the wastes. This is great. Oh, thank you for breaking my fall, Varric. You're quite soft. Okay. Let's go ahead and swing back into camp briefly, just to get Vivian back to speed. While we're so close. And then we can go see if we can find some of those specific items, like the Circle Tome. They should be out this way, actually. Alright. Before we move on, let me check for Dispel. And then my armor as well. Let's see. Barrier, Peaceful, Guardian Spirit, Strength of Spirits, Mind Blast, Revival, Dispel. So this is the one I probably need to get to if I ever want a chance at helping out a little more during those rifts. Whenever it's between phases and those green, bubbly summoning circles are happening, I could use this and completely get rid of one, maybe two of them every time. That would be very nice. I also should have Barrier, because if you're not playing on casual difficulty, as I am, Barrier is your bread and butter. It's the only thing that keeps you alive as a mage. And so that would be a good thing to pick up on the way, too. And as it happens, I'll also get this Aura of Tranquility if I go this path. It makes enemies less likely to attack me in battle, which means I have more of a chance of disrupting the rift without getting interrupted by being attacked. So this would be very helpful in everything rift-related, essentially. Let's go ahead. We'll get our Rift Mage skills later. I'm sure we'll have plenty of points for that. Let's start moving towards Dispel here. And I will put Barrier in. Do I want to change this up a bit? Barrier is currently left trigger Y. I think I might want to make it straight Y. And then I will switch over to this power. And make that left trigger Y. Alright. Now we're talking. 133, yes, we did check that. Okay, good. Saving it again, jumping to the map. Let's head for this one. That should put us right next to what Varric wants to find. And these were the other ones, yeah. We gotta get down to that camp before we can get Blackwall and Vivian's, but no problem. Let's get this Fade Rift first. It's all coming together. Lovely, I'll take it. Guess everyone does have another point to spend, too. Ah, Barrier is an area of effect. I didn't know that. That's great that I can give everyone a little shield there. So if I can get that dispel, I could just like blow one of these right off the board. It'd be great. Didn't grab that in time. Oh, that lit me on fire somehow. Rather devastating. All right. Drop and roll. Just keep getting that same thing. Down, boy. All right. Goodness, does it feel a treat to not be inflamed for 1 single second. I have not yet unlocked that passive ability that makes them less likely to attack me. And he decided, oh, every fire blast going right to my breadbasket. Okay, so there's a little cave there. We probably want to head right for this camp. A lot of stuff we can, unquestion mark on the way down there. However, there's a couple of these red lyrium deposits if we want to jump in with Varric. Looks like they're down in that cave, actually. Varric, I've got a treat for you. No, it's not sugar cubes, you silly horse.
This is strange. Why didn't they take the cargo with the carts?
Not the red lyrium I was hoping for. All right. Well, that's all good stuff. So it must be on top of the cliff. In that case. Hello, doggy. Goodbye, doggy. So let's see if we can get up here real quick before we continue south. Going nice and slow because of that combat. That's looking like a no. Fair enough. Try around. Also perhaps a no. And I'm guessing, Yep. Invisible walls all around. Okay, I'll stop trying to leap out of the bounds.
Someone's been busy. Let's find them, shall we?
Research supplies. Property of Frederick of Serald, University of Orlais, Nazar's Pass Research Camp.
Looks like he lost a shipment of supplies.
What happened here?
Nobody should be out here but Grey Wardens. Something's very wrong.
So it seems like there's 2 caves, but you might have to get to the other side of that one. There is, however, a little ghoul's beard, if you're hungry. No idea what that is. So let's try in this one. Aha, it gave me a nursery seed. That's lovely. So I can now plant ghoul's beard back at Skyhold. If the mood strikes me. Let's see if this leads to any of that red lyrium. Oh, that looks like red lyrium, all right. Varric,
Well,
finally, here are your
missing
sugar
owners of those
cubes.
carts.
Seem to be building some sort of hideous infernal machine out of this red lyrium. It's also bursting out of my chest, as you can see. A scrawled note. Louis S. says, get the Templars whatever they want, no questions asked. So stop asking. They want refugees and travelers. We get them. Alright, so this should be what Varric is here for. Black Wall, would you like to do the honors? Varric approves. Good. Alright, crafting materials. Corpses, corpses. Flowers for the widows. And widowers. Anything else? Shame I can't make use of / destroy this strange thing. Who gave you permission to exist? All right. Hello and welcome, ahoy hoy. Good to see you there. Permission to come aboard? Do I... Wait. There we go. Now I can get into this one. Not sure how I missed that the first time. We've got cave spiders. Alright, Josephine is just now ready. It must have been the 37-minute one or whatever. Doggy, you're not allowed in here. This is cave spider territory. Get out of here, you silly pooch. Oh, Varric got knocked back. Note from a Templar. Benedict, pull up stakes. Okay, I guess that's what we're having for dinner. All plans for the mine in the western approach are off. The Inquisition's on the move and headed your way. Dump all the bodies and relocate to Emprise de Lyon. Vernon. So they knew we were coming. That sucks. Oh, sorry, dog. I thought you were another spider again. I forgot. Let's see. Black Wall, stop hurting the dog and come destroy this. Another treat for Varric. Good, good. There's that spider. I like to shout at things while they die. Just to really twist the knife.
These poor bastards got lucky. They only died.
Deeper into the cave. What do we have? More spiders, is it? Are you preparing some sort of sickly, dark surprise for me? Yeah, just reach on up there. Just top shelf it. Sticky fingers. Come on. You can... Ah. All right. Well, there we go again. That was working well for a second. There, okay. Gotta get all those goodies. Those will come in handy later. A battle mage cowl. Sounds a lot cooler than it probably is. Alright, that's just the ghoul's beard, that's fine. Let's check out here. Ooh, some sort of small oasis with a temple built into it. Where are we on the map? Getting to be more towards the middle of the desert there. There's another shard nearby. Interesting. Let's check out this way real quick. It's a quick shard to grab, why not? More research supplies. Oh, I'll try to make it a little quicker. Goodness. I just need one more of those spider ichors. Spider ichor is one of those sad things that it stays a valuable even though you have a quest for it. Like it never has a flag to not sell when you do that whole sell all valuables thing. So I have to remember not to sell until we get one more spider ichor so I can actually complete that requisition. Maybe this'll do it. Or maybe I'll misaim my chain lightning. No ichor for me? What a shame. Okay, so is the shard going to be up there, perhaps? Or is it just over here? Looks like it's just over here. There's a ladder. So I think that's where we first came out. That should be our camp, just through that canyon. We've just sort of gone around the mountain here. All right. Nothing else over here. So I really do want to keep running towards the next camp down to the south. Before I get distracted, let's head back that way. I'm hoping this still connects, even though we've gone through that cave. Sure it does. So that must be the way we came out. Back through the mine there. Let's check down this way. We have a something. Old Chantry trail signs. The Chantry used these symbols long ago to mark trails to hidden locations. They're often mistaken by passers-by as simple carvings in the rock and trees.
Symbol out here? Odd.
There's a big thing down there, but maybe it's just a wolf that's loading weird. So I need to get kind of across this canyon structure, seemingly. Let's hug this wall. See where that gets us. Seems to be a landmark up there. Along with some baddies. Or maybe it's like down in a cave. That's not a hallucination. He was not high on poison gas fumes when he reported the high dragon in this area. Okay. Gonna have to deal with that later. Much later. When I'm old and gray and have nothing to lose, that's the time to deal with the high dragon. Alright. Heading that way, maybe? It's a little rocky, but seems like it'll get us there. I'm seeing another skull thing in the distance, too, glowing away. So we can finally see the actual river down there. And there is some stuff. There's like a little wooden platform and ground down there, even. Maybe a cave. It's a very vertical area. So I'm going to swing into this, and then we'll head for the camp. I like your beak. Does that change how you feel about me? Alright, landmark to claim. We'll need to get out of combat first. Stop leaving my friends to die. Sorry. Healthy beak. A quillback. Interesting. Must be the first time we've come across one of those. Okay, now I can claim. And sneaky peeky. That's as far as I can go, alright. Doesn't seem like it's over there. There we go. So just back here, there should be another camp. I would love to get to it. Let's head right there. Make sure we have a foothold to fast travel through the approach here.
The desert is a result of the Blight. I do admit the local fauna is abundant enough.
Nazar's Pass. This must be where those research supplies were headed that didn't quite make it. Thanks, Templars. That appears to be 2 fortresses. I'm not sure which one we were spying over the ridge before. There's one over there, and then another one there. I'm guessing that one is some sort of ruin, and that one must be the keep, since it looks slightly larger. But I'm not sure. Be interesting to see what that one is. Alright, there's the camp.
A decent enough place to camp, I
Let's
suppose.
go ahead and claim this. I guess it's down there. That's fine. Alright, so that must be the research camp. Have another Chantry Trail sign. Just gonna activate this and rest. I guess making camp automatically rests you. That's great. I forgot. Okay, so we should be right next to that Circle Tome and Black Walls thing now. Find Frederick for Draconology. Let's do that before we go grab the books. The Researcher.
Thank the Maker. It's been so long since I've spoken to anyone. Have you come to observe the wildlife too?
His mask is
I found your
adorable.
supplies. A dead man out in the desert had these on him.
Dead? Blessed Andraste. What about Marcus or Jeannette? This is terrible news. I am Frédéric of Serrault, foremost researcher of draconology in Orlais. I came here with an expedition from the university. But the others are all missing, and our work has been halted. White Claw raiders have made off with much of our supplies. You will help me reclaim the equipment, will you not? You will champion the advancement of science.
Yeah. Absolutely I will.
Tell me about yourself.
I am a professor at the University of Orlais. I have made it my life's work to write the definitive monograph on the hunting habits of dragons and their closest kin. On this trip alone, I have produced 20 scrolls of notes. More scholarship than has ever been done on the southern Vargest. But my hope, my great ambition, is to observe the abyssal high dragon taking her prey. A sight no scholar has ever recorded.
A worthy goal.
You're a scholar. What can you tell me about this region?
The Western Approach is a remarkable place, as you are no doubt aware. Many magnificent
it's lovely.
creatures make their home here. Vargests, dragons, phoenixes. They thrive where few others can. The land was poisoned by the Second Blight. The Warden Fortress has stood since that time. Before the Blight, the ancient Imperium ruled here. Actually, I saw some Tevinters recently. Studying the runes, perhaps.
And
The
finally,
rest of your team went missing, and there are raiders all over the area. Should you be here alone?
I don't know what happened to the rest of the expedition, but the raiders have left me completely undisturbed. I have also seen Grey Wardens and strangers in odd black clothing, but they all ignore my presence completely.
strangers in odd black clothing. That doesn't sound good for me. Hey, I found your
I
supplies.
have the supplies you were waiting for right here.
Some of our equipment is still missing. If you happen to find
Now
more
that's
of it,
Templars for you.
please let me know.
I'll keep an eye
We'll have
out.
to speak some other time.
Anybody else
Okay,
think
so we
it's
have
weird
2
that the
more
bandits
research
are
supplies,
leaving
looks like.
Frederick alone?
I do find it weird, Varric, that the bandits are leaving Frederick alone for seemingly no reason. Examine this chantry sign.
Trail leads on.
I wonder if it's leading out that way. But what I want to do is activate... Yes, it looks like it does lead that way. I want to activate these and head right for it. Let's give it another save, too. The Shimmerstone Mine.
This is a big
Definitely some
operation.
lyrium
What's
issues
going
here.
on here?
All right, Blackwall. Where'd you go? Are you peeping at me? What? Blackwall. Peeping at a time like this. Well, that was explosive. All right. Varric soundly approves. Let's claim it. That looks good. Too tall to get out the balcony. That's fair. Shimmerstone Mine, claimed for the Inquisition. It seems to be just a dead end down here. Oh, a quarry too. That's lovely. I will happily take it. Alright, so this goes nowhere good. Nowhere necessary to physically travel. Alright. So is this one of those tomes then? I don't see the icon on the map, but yes, it is. So this is what Vivian wants me to pick up all over the world. That's the first one I think we found. It looks like there's just one here and 2 others in other hub worlds, so that's nice. Not as many as Blackwall or Varric are forcing me to find. And she only slightly approves. Okay. It's hard to please, Vivian. So is this what those chantry signs are leading towards? Some sort of strange temple out here? Let me go grab this one while we're nearby. There it is. And is it then taking me to this one? Alright. So why is there another one here? That's interesting. I wonder if there's multiple destinations. Because it seems unlikely the two I'm seeing active now are related, like part of the same trail. That would be strange.
The end must be nearby.
I'm sorry, Mr. Anteater. I didn't mean it. There's two of them. No, don't. Ah, great. Just wanted to look, but that was a stupid idea. These are rather healthy creatures. And beautiful besides. Not something I want to go out of my way to antagonize. So those are Varghests, okay. Seem to be like a cousin of dragons in this universe. Okay. I'm sorry, I did not make that quick. But we got some goodies. And this is leading somewhere. Interesting. So what is this barrier here? Rebel Mage's note. It just keeps staring at me. It had to go. Alright. Varric, do you want to try touching it? Do you want to be first and touch the barrier? No? Alright. We have a smoky chantry cave that's definitely not ventilated well enough. The creation of a phylactery. We let the boy rest. The first night they brought him to the White Spire. I convinced Knight Commander Belrose to delay the ritual till the morning. The journey was long, and the lad could barely keep his eyes open, poor thing. I was certain escape was the furthest thing from his mind. Medine found him a clean cot, in with the other young apprentices, and when I came in with his supper he was already fast asleep. In the morning I showed Medine how the phial was to be prepared. First a simple charm to preserve and protect the glass, then a spell that to keep the blood from forming dark clots. The last step could only be completed with the apprentice present. I sent a young Templar recruit off with the message that we were ready. The boy was escorted to the chamber by Belrose himself. I could tell he had just been awakened. There was a smear of dirt from his face, perhaps from the road. I called the boy to me and cleaned his cheek with my sleeve as I explained the ritual. "We have to take your blood," I said, "because you're special, and we don't want you to be lost. If it happens, the blood will allow us to find you and bring you home again." I let Medine take the lancet this time. The tremor in my hands was worse that day, and I didn't want to make too deep a cut. I held the boy close, and Medine made a small, neat incision on his palm, exactly as instructed. I felt the boy struggle and start to cry. He tried to pull away, but Medine gripped his hand firmly, letting the blood run into the vial. Then Medine cast the spell, like we practiced. Within the vial, the blood churned and grew bright in the presence of the mage to whom it was bound. It was done. Another phylactery, another link forged. He was leashed to the White Spire. The boy could not look away from the glow. He was enthralled, and the pain and the tears forgotten. "See, this is magic," I said to him. "When you're older, I will teach you." Belrose let the boy hold his phylactery for several minutes before he locked it away in the chamber. So is this just like a cave to store children's blood in case you ever need to track them down? That's a weird cave. Alright. I am just about out of time here, but I think we found something for everyone but Blackwall. Chantry logbook. So far we cannot confirm that Pharamond has had any luck attracting spirits at all. It may not be possible for spirits in the Fae to even see someone who has so long been tranquil. He wishes to continue the experiments. We will stay and observe until he is ready to leave. So we got something for everyone but Blackwall. I thought there was something nearby down here. Let me check the map. If we can grab him a treat before the end of the session, all the better. Looks like it's just up there. We'll go ahead and mark it. And we'll see if we have time to close another Fade Rift. I'm not sure if we do, but we'll try for it here. If not, I'll stop just before and we'll start there next time. So glad you're playing Jedi Fallen Order. That is lovely. I've actually been really excited. I've been wanting to go through that again, but it's like, it's one of those games that's new enough that it doesn't work very well on the Xbox One. Like, it works fine, but it could look a little better and load a little faster. And so I've been hoping that could be one of the games we go back through once I'm finally able to find a next-gen console. Because I would love to experience that again. With perhaps a little more fidelity to the glow of my saber. Dusty Top Fort. That's not how you say words. Dusty Top Fort. There we go. I tried to mash it all in there at once. Dusty Top. So there's the Fade Rift. Let's try it.
Better
We've
take a
got
closer
4
look.
minutes here. Not today. Alright, I still don't have my Dispel yet. Yikes. That Ice Beam is devastating. Stop Ice Beaming me! Come on. Lose that barrier. There you go. That's the secret. Excuse me. I'm in the middle of something. Okay. Close. Perfect. Let's find this. Maybe it's up here. Grey Warden's sword. Blackwall greatly approves. Okay, what else is here? A grey whiskey. Vintage Warden Jern Smash When Dead. Alright, we got Grey Warden's things. I have to run. Thank you very, very much for your time and patience here. We'll be back in the western approach. Hopefully not to hunt down that high dragon, but, you know, for other things. For fun. It'll be great. Thank you for spending a little time with me here. I hope your Friday is wonderful, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.